Peer pressure is a very powerful thing.
I was kind of shocked when I got to high school and all this was around.
They peer pressured me and I just took a hit.
Yeah, I was curious, so.
I have been offered, and there were times where I felt pressured, but I did not take.
At first, I didn't want to, but yeah, it was like peer pressure against my friends, so I don't know, I took a sip.
Wow, you know, here's my friend who I really trust and he's offering me all this stuff.
It's like nasty. Why do you need a drink to have a good time? You can just like drink soda pop instead or whatever. You can have a good time without beer or anything.
Peer pressure is everywhere.
Okay, because I was asked to go to a party and I knew that there was going to be tons and tons of drinking there, and I was asked to go, and it was really scary at the time because all my friends were going and I was just like, oh, maybe I could go, and even though I'll be around it, like I just won't do it. But I made the choice not to go because I figured that if I was there, I would probably get suckered into trying something.
It's usually in parties, and I try to go a different place, walk away, go with different friends, and try to avoid it. It's very hard, especially when it's your close friends and you see them all doing it.
Like even on the internet, when you're like on MySpace or something, there's always there's ladies with bottles of vodka and stuff in their hands. It's advertisements on TV, shirts, clothes, you know, it's the pressure that's all around you. It's friends.
I was hanging out with some friends. A couple of them wanted to smoke weed, and I didn't, so I left. It was hard to do because I knew the people and they just watched me as I walked off.
It was kind of hard to say no because they were my friends and I really don't like to let my friends down, but in this kind of situation where I'd be having to face my parents, it was a no. I didn't want to do it. Like, it was kind of hard for me to tell them no, but I think they understood in the long run.
And the truth of saying no is that you won't lose them as friends. They just won't offer you no more.
I've never actually lost friends, but I've definitely been called a lot of different words because I don't break in for the peer pressure.
You have the thought in your mind that everyone's doing it and you feel like an outcast because you're not. And it's hard, most of the time it's harder to say no to yourself than it is to other people. But you just gotta learn the facts, and the facts are not everyone does this, not everyone wants to do this. There are many good people around you who are going to be successful because they made the choice not to do this, and you have to make the choice for yourself.
Well, when I said no, like inside, like outside of me, like I feel like, oh, because they were like the cool kids and whatnot, but inside of me, like I felt strong, like I felt great to say no, because I knew that I wasn't going down to another level so I could be like other people. I was just being myself. So that just made me feel better.
What it says to me is that you're just trying to please other people. You're not trying to please yourself. You're not living your life. You're not living for you. You're living for other people.
It needs to be your decision. Don't let somebody else influence your decision. It needs to completely be from, you know, your own. I think it needs to come from you and not from anybody else.
True friends don't pressure you into doing stuff. Like, a real friend would tell you like not to do the bad stuff.
When they support each other, that means like they're your friends and they're there for you.
We did the decision that we're not gonna try it, not even once. We're just gonna be like, well, they do their thing, we're gonna do our thing.
Because you're not alone, and you know, like, you have someone there to back you up.
I haven't lost any friends. I've actually gained better friends, and I don't have friends that are, how do I say it? I don't have friends that are there one day and then gone the next.
As long as I'm with my friends who support my decisions, then it's not hard.
The people that basically are offering you the substance is basically, they need company. Like they say, misery needs company, so they want to put you in the position that they're in because they're lonely. They want somebody else to do what they're doing because nobody else is really doing it.
You know, you kind of lose control of the person that you are, so it's definitely not a good thing to lose control of who you are.
I try not to put myself in those positions, and I've never said yes before, so if we already know this is bad for us and we've just never tried it, then it's a lot easier to say no.
if somebody's trying to peer pressure me, they don't have to deal with the consequences that I might have to go through for something that I've done that I shouldn't have done.
You know, it's not good to get into drugs or alcohol or smoking. It's a bad habit and it's unhealthy for your body. So the best thing to do is to say no and stay away from it completely.
If you do say no, you don't have to worry about being the joke of tomorrow. And being in high school, that's really important that people don't ruin your reputation like that.
Being ready for the kind of pressure or the kind of things that your friends would try to manipulate you with, like, oh, come on, it'll just be fun, just this one time. Like, I know that this one time can result into 2 times, and this 2 times can result into 4 times, and things like that. So saying no from the jump will leave a lasting impression on your friends. Like, don't come to me if you want to do that.
People admire and respect that in you when they know that you're truly confident in who you are and what you want to do.
You feel independent, strong. You just feel great about yourself. You feel like you're all around good person because you don't give in to peer pressure.
Yeah, I think it would be, in essence, close to respect. More respect for myself and just knowing that I've made a good decision. So it would be kind of more of an encouraging feeling, just being happy with the decisions that I've made.
I feel like I have the ability to say no, and I feel like it took me a long time to be able to actually say no to people, but I have a backbone, and it's nice to be able to say however I feel and do what I want.
It's good to know that I don't have to give in to peer pressure and that I'm comfortable saying no and that I know I don't want to do something.
But once you say no, it's good to say no, and like, I mean, you'll feel good about yourself. Like, you can go home and not have to worry about your parents getting you in trouble or anything. Like, you can go home, relax.